Congratulations to India.
Absolutely special moments. It doesn't matter how long you've played. If you're Virat Kohli, you're Rohit Sharma, one of the veterans of the side, or you're one of the newbies, one of the rookies, one of the backroom boys. Such a special occasion. Planned such a long way out. You hope it comes to fruition. You weather the storm, and when it comes to the crunch, you come up trumps. And that's exactly what India have been able to do in this edition of the Champions Trophy. Wonderful performance. Pretty much every team came here to try and knock them over. Pretty much every team didn't do it. With the exceptions of a couple who didn't make it to Dubai. They triumphed over everybody in what has become a favourite playing ground for them. Celebrations will go on into the night. You look at their squad and you think, my goodness me, they didn't even play Washington Sundar, Rishabh Pant. They talk about the depth that they've got up their sleeve. It is quite prodigious, and it's quite scary for those other nations around the world to think what's coming through. Special talent. An iconic shot there behind the Champions logo. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant for their fans who support them so loyally. Win, lose or draw, they keep coming back for more, and more often than not, they keep getting rewarded. I think it's a bit of a waste, but there'll be plenty more to come. They might be about to take it out to the middle of the pitch. They might even take it around the ground for some of the fans, because there's still a multitude of fans here, and maybe a lap of the ground is in order, or maybe not. He's going to plant it in the middle of the pitch. Hardik Pandya and his teammates will gather out there as well for another iconic shot. As if to say, what's all the fuss about? It was always going to be ours. Those shots will be seen on the internet and all sorts of websites around the world. When you've got it, you can flaunt it. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Akshar Patel, such a quiet achiever in the side there, part of that photo. And the veterans who won't even venture out that far, I wouldn't think. Been there, done that. Scenes here in Dubai. The winning runs. Deja. Virat's had enough of that stuff. Get back here. Bring that trophy back here. Out the shenanigans. Background, you may well be able to hear the singing of this very faithful crowd. Can't deny it, they bring so much to the game. This is just a little bit part of the repayment. And now the support staff, and there's plenty of those, will come in for one of those iconic photos. The backroom boys. Nice to see Gautam Gumbia in there. He's been under pressure to bring some silverware home, and he's done exactly that. That's how much it takes, folks, to win a Champions Trophy. A whole lot of commitment, a whole lot of bodies, and a whole lot of collective minds bringing their skills together. Have made the commitment to travel to Dubai and of course join in the celebrations, and they'll be going long into the night, you would imagine, not just here in Dubai but everywhere around the world where there's an Indian cricket fan, and there are plenty of them who will be celebrating in their own way. Great shots, memorable shots. New Zealand, for their part, they just look on from a distance and think what might have been. If things got slightly better. There wasn't a lot in it. There was a lot of pressure applied by the men in black as well. As always, you would expect that to be the case. They played their part, but they just didn't play it quite as well as they needed to. Leading run scorer, the leading wicket taker, and perhaps the best fieldsman as well, and Glenn Phillips. I think that is without doubt as well. Crowd still here. Thousands still here, in fact. Hoping perhaps that the team might do a lap of honour and get closer to them. Let's look back on some of the star performers, the individuals who have made this 3 weeks of cricket so special. The most runs, Rachin Ravindra, who ended up being player of the tournament. 263 in all. Shreyas Iyer with 243 and Ben Duckett with 227, Joe Root 225. They were the closest to him. Absolutely outstanding performance by one of the up-and-comers in world cricket, who electrifies pretty much every stage he walks onto. He is such a popular figure, and he's just so young and so much to give. Rachin Ravindra. And New Zealand also own the leading wicket taker in Matt Henry, who unfortunately could not play after suffering an injury in the semi-final, but picked up the most wickets with 10. Absolutely lion-hearted performance. Never ever let you down with ball in hand, Matt Henry, and he was distraught at not being able to play today. And did New Zealand miss him or what? Breathing down his neck, Varun Chakravarti, who was outstanding, he really was. Mitch Santner, major contribution, Mohammad Shami and Michael Bracewell, who's developing his all-round skills at a good rate. Highest score in the tournament, well, this goes to Afghanistan and a brilliantly talented 23-year-old Ibrahim Zadran, who scored 177 against England on that brilliant Lahore pitch. In fact, the top 4 scores were on that beautiful surface. Ben Duckett with 165, we thought that was good until Ibrahim went past him. Josh Inglis with a match-winning 120 not out, Joe Root with 120, and Tom Latham with 118 not out. Highest scores in this version of the Champions Trophy. Best individual bowling performances, Varun Chakravarti with his 5 for 42, and that was against New Zealand about 5 days ago. also bowled brilliantly tonight and was a match turner. And Matt Henry, who picked up 5 for 42 in the very same match here in Dubai. And that catch will be long remembered as one of the individual highlights. It was backed up in the field beautifully. New Zealand will always do that, back their bowlers to the hilt. Matt Henry, a fine tournament. 5 for 42, 5 for 42. Mohammad Shami 5 for 53. Azmat 5 for 58. And Michael Bracewell 4 for 26. That was against Bangladesh and Rawalpindi. It seems like forever ago. Just a match summary of the grand final. New Zealand batting first, 251 for 7. Good contributions all the way along, but that's not enough when it really mattered, and India chased it down with 4 wickets to spare, 1 over to spare on the back of Rohit Sharma, Shreyas Iyer, KL Rahul, and of course Shubman Gill. New Zealand tried their best. They fought with everything they had, but at the end of the day, India just too classy. The veterans there, Mohammad Shami and Virat Kohli. As I said, these celebrations will last long into the night. They'll have more photos than you can imagine, with as many people that can get alongside them. And why not? So everyone enters into the enjoyment. The next big event on the ICC World calendar is the World Test Championship final. Of course, at the iconic Lord's Cricket Ground in London. It's between South Africa and Australia, and it starts on Wednesday, the 11th of June. And that will be something to be at. Clearly, the 2 best test-playing nations in the world at the moment will go at it in London. In the meantime, Dubai has provided a spectacular backdrop for this tournament, and let's not forget either the part played by Pakistan as their role in hosting it. They were magnificent. But India, at the end of the night, they are your champions for 2025 of the Champions Trophy. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage, and we wish you a very, very pleasant evening around the world. Thank you very much.
The 9th edition of the Men's ICC Champions Trophy, the first ICC event hosted in Pakistan in 29 years.
I think there's a big achievement for Pakistan. All the crowds are so excited.
For me, it's just about recognising situations as best you can and put the team forward and make those contributions when needed.
Century for Tom Latham.
That is an unbelievable grab.
There's always a little less self-driven pressure when I know there's 2 halves of the game to have a go at.
We are in the United Arab Emirates. 5 wickets for Mohammad Shami.
What a stage to turn on the magic.
You know, I want to be 40, 50, 60 not out when the spin comes on.
150 to Ben Duckett.
Well, I just want to win trophies, really.
What a way to go to 100. It's green versus blue. It's a huge moment in the game.
My simple marker is enjoyment for the game, and that line should not and will never be blurred in my mind.
The king has added another jewel to his crown.
Welcome around the world to Rawalpindi Cricket Stadium.
Rachin Ravindra, 100.
As a batsman, you always want to go out there and score runs and score